Baki character's aura. If you don't know what aura is, so it's basically like how much cool stuff you've done in the past and they accumulate into like aura, so like aura points. So we'll be ranking Baki characters based on like how cool they are basically. And we'll be going over what they did, like what made them cool, their feats. It's not a power scaling video, but I hope you'll enjoy it. This ranking will go up to characters and feats that happened up till the latest mangas, like chapter 34, 35, around that time. So anything after that will not be considered in this video. It's not a power scaling video. It's just aura. Aura alone. I watched Baki, every single animated anime Baki once. Read every single manga twice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. With that out of the way, let's get started. Orochi Doppo. So, personally, aura-wise, I'm gonna tell him he's not him. He's not Max. Do you know why? Because I've never seen the guy win like a serious fight. His serious fights were only against the first Tiger and Yujiro Hanma. So like, you gotta give props to him. He fought Yujiro Hanma like 3 times now. Every time he lost, obviously. But the one serious thing that puts him high, even though he lost every single fight he's been in, is that whenever he was fighting against Dorian in the prison break arc, Dorian cuts his wrist off from his arm. And then Orochi Doppo goes like, oh shit, it's my dream, bro. Whenever you punch someone, it always hurt my wrist. I fucking hated training my arms, my fingers. Sometimes I wish there was no arm to punch with. No wrist in the end of his arm so he can punch with his all power. And then he proceeds to punch the guy only this part of his arm. Like the whole hand, the wrist and above is just cut off. It's gone. He just punched the guy in the face with all his power with only this part left. Isn't that fucking, oh my god, bro. Literally. That's the best scene we got out of Orochi Doppo. Also, he one-shotted the tiger. Out of sight of that, he's like the big cool background character. He's like the menacing power scaling character. So he lost all his fights except Dorian. He killed the guy, so much aura forming. So like, but still he's in the he's considered one of the stronger ones on this list. So he's not him, but he's in the high. Retsu Kaio. So my boy Retsu, before Pickle arc, he used to have so much aura, bro. Apparently, he was the strongest Kakukayo, the most prodigy guy from the Chinese martial arts school. So, like, he's supposed to be the big prodigy that studied 4,000 years of Chinese love. So, he was that, like, martial art technique kung fu guy. Like, he was blow diffing everyone except the main characters. But the main fights I remember him was against Retsukayo versus Pickle and Retsukayo versus Musashi, Miyamoto Musashi. And then, oh shit, bro. He lost so much aura during this Pickle fight. So let me describe what happened. So Pickle is like prehistoric man. He's like from the past. So he was used to hunt dinosaurs and he eats while he like fights. So if you lose to Pickle, you have to like give up part of your body or your whole body to like let him eat it. So Retsu was like, I don't care. My 4,000 years of Chinese kung fu technique gonna go against this prehistoric man. And they went against it. There was no watchers. No one watched it. But so he was trying his best using all the techniques and then he just abandoned it all and started doing windmill like this. And then crying it like hell. So he lost. And whenever time came to wherever to pay the price of his loss, he just ran away. Oh my. He lost his leg like that. Oh, that was embarrassing, bro. Like, embarrassing Retsukayo. Oh my god. Before this, all the tournament arc, the prison break arc, Retsu was like high tier, but after the Pickle arc, he's just like, it's nobody, bro. What happened to you, Retsu? And then Miyamoto Musashi arc came in. And just Miyamoto Musashi just like no-diffed him super hard. Retsu got cut in half. He's gone like, whoop. And then he died. That's it, bro. What the only honorable thing he did, he caught Miyamoto Musashi's blade in between his like knuckles. Sword went in like this, and he was holding the fucking blade that went into his knuckle only with his sheer force of his like hand muscles. That was kind of cool, and then he died. The dude just died from like, he's not dog water, but like, oh my god, I'm sorry, bro. He's low. He's low. Shibukawa. The thing with Shibukawa is he's not in like actual fights except the Baki, the grappler, the tournament arc from there. But the thing is with the guy is like he surprise attacks a lot of people. He has like most OP martial arts in the world. So he surprised Yujiro Hanma, he surprised Sukune, he surprised Miyamoto Musashi's. He's not in an actual fight. But like he gains aura from like just dropping those like big guys, S tier guys to the ground with the Sengo technique. So like from that he gains so much aura. But like because of his like no actual feats, no actual one-on-ones in the dead arena of sand, I guess, he's like not gonna be in that high. So I would say he's like one of the higher guys in the mid tier. Hanayama, he had so much aura and still does. So the guy is like 17 or fucking 16 in this picture. And he's fucking massive, bro. And then he's the boss of the Yakuza group at 16. So in his family tradition, there's a guy that hold next king. And the guy protected it from a bunch of bandits by putting the kid in a bell and hold it in his back. So like there's a big tattoo of a guy holding a big bell in the back of this big guy, right? So apparently the story is he stood there holding the big bell against thousands of slashes. And he was still standing by the end of the day. That's the only reason the guy survived. So to respect that, they put tattoos on the Yakuza guys. And the Hanayama went there, oh, it's not perfect. And then he went to like a opposing Yakuza group with only shorts on. He just stood there taking all the slashes. Like he got slash scars all over his body. And now he calls it the perfect tattoo. Oh my god, bro. Literally. Aura-wise, that's insane, bro. And then he's the big brawler guy. He stopped Pickle, the guy who hunted dinosaurs. Also, the only thing that puts him down from like the greatest of all tier, he did not have like a serious fight in a long time. And then the only like physical altercation he had was with Yujiro Hanma, and he punched his face with all his might, like all his power. The Yujiro was just like nonchalant, just standing there. Just took the punch and got one-shotted by Yujiro Hanma. So that's why he's not in the high tier, like aura max tier, but he's gonna be in the high. Aura-wise, he's higher than Orochimaru, but aura-wise, not strength-wise. Oliver Biscuit. So he's the strongest man in the United States in the Baki universe. And he controls the Dark Pentagon. So what Dark Pentagon is, they send all the like most dangerous criminals to that place. But he is the king of that place. Even though he's in prison, he lives like a millionaire. Oh my. Okay. And then his status is unchained. Because, you know what it means? Because you can't imprison this guy. Even though any kind of defense force will be gone against this guy. Unchained. You can't chain him. He's the most muscular man in the Baki universe. And then the lore is he has to hold back constantly his muscle pushing out in order to maintain his muscle. If it lets his muscles let loose, it will take over to the sky. It will be higher than the height limit of helicopters. But two things happened. First, he lost the fight to Baki. We're not talking about the plot or like the strength level, it's aura level. He lost a fight to a Baki who was chained by his thumbs in his back like this. He lost to a guy like this. Oh my. And then he lost the power fight with Yujiro Hanma. So they were like wearing boxing gloves and just had a little strike. And then he just lost it. He just like got no diffed by a shorter guy. Just like, so because of that, he's gonna be in mid. I'm sorry. It's not about strength, it's about aura. So Jack Hanma. Apparently the reason why he's not that strong as other Hanmas in the family, because he has a dirty Hanma blood in him. So his dad is Yujiro Hanma, and his mom was a lady from Canada. That's why his blood is considered not pure. And he was looked down upon by his dad ever since he was born. He was working out non-stop, just like don't care about recovery time, don't care about muscle failure, just like 24/7 getting strong. And then his body couldn't handle it, and he just like was so skinny. And then he started taking steroids and got all the medicine, steroids, the limb lengthening surgery, like all kind of surgery he can get. And that's how he got into like a good fighter status. One of the first big fights I remember is that he fought against Pickle. They were like kissing each other for a while, and he lost. And then after his loss, the thing is, loss is not like a guaranteed or lose, right? Okay, after he got knocked out, he woke up and started crying. Like, started seeking Pickle for like an revenge. Oh my. Bro. You're not gonna get aura farmed like that. You can't aura farm like that, bro. What the And then everybody just, this is on Jack. Right now, he's getting better at aura farming. And he got into this style where he like bites everything. So he has like super strong chew and stuff. And his fight with rematch with Pickle just finished. And he's just like low diff Pickle. So aura wise there, but oh my god, bro. His reputation is super low within the fighting community in the Baki universe. He cries after getting defeated. He's just looking for his dad's attention, bro. What the? Okay, he's like, oh my god. Just low, bro. Tokugawa, the fight organizer. You might be wondering why I put him here. Because he aura farmed during the fucking entire series. What do you think he did? He organized all the fights. Whenever someone wants to fight each other, they have to go through him. And whenever they fight outside, he has aura to stop all the fighters. Stop them and like say, hey, don't fight here, fight in the arena. Even though he's like 4 foot tall, small guy, he just controls the whole fighting world. Don't you see the aura here? And he just stands there in between those two giant guys and just like screams and demands his needs. That's how much aura this guy has, bro. Literally. Do you see what I'm saying? Him. He never lost the aura. Maybe against Yujiro Hanma, but come on, Yujiro is the most him guy. So stride him. He is let's say personal butler for Yujiro Hanma. He's just a punching bag for Yujiro Hanma, and not a good one though. He's just like his butler, little secretary. Oh, he got never into a fight. Apparently once a month he has to try to kill Yujiro Hanma. He never succeeded, and every time he fails miserably. Oh my god. Stridham has zero fighting power, bro. He's like zero aura. Zero. Apparently he's one of the like generals of the US military army. But he fumbles like just a little butler for Yujiro Hanma. Thank you. Yeah. He's the first dog water, bro. Dog water. Matabe Izo. He's not big. He's not like muscular as the other guys. does not have feet like the other guys. But his Orma farming started with the Musashi arc, Miyamoto Musashi arc. So he was the only guy who realized the power that the storm that Miyamoto Musashi will be. He jumped in between Miyamoto Musashi and Yujiro Hanma's fight. And then he could imitate Miyamoto Musashi's style. He's an expert in every single weapon, and because he is a weapon user, other guys don't like him. Don't respect him in his strength, but here they respect his techniques. He's in the high tier. Kosho Shinogi. Oh my god, he's so low diff that I had to write down his name and then learn it. I needed a reminder to learn his name. That's how low the guy is, bro. He's worse than Katsumi. He's worse than Kureha. He's just the worst version of every single character. And then he then tried to get up with this little technique to fucking get the veins of some people using his fingers and stuff. He never had a good fight like that. Oh my. Have he ever won a fight? He never won a fight against someone. He's just dog water trash right there. Even lower than Stridum, bro. Stridum at least could do something. I have to remember his name again. Kosho, he's just a little background character who's gets surprised by everyone else. Zero aura. Zero. Now we have completely the opposite here. Kureha Shinogi. Okay, he has aura, not as a fighter, but as a doctor. Okay, if you're missing an arm, he can attach someone else's arm into yours. That's how Katsumi got Retsu's arm. Or Dappa Orochi, he got his hand back attached by Kureha's dad. So just back it up. It just got back attached. He's revived almost dead person, just physically pumping the dead person's heart by going under his ribs. If anything happens to Baki characters, Kureha got it. Kureha can heal anything and will do it with the style. Max aura. Max aura. Katsumi Orochi. Katsumi used to be a circus kid and got adopted by Orochi Dappa. So Yujiro Hanma and everything, every single big fighter used to look down on him. He was just one of those laughing bags like Jack Hanma. So they were aura level, they were in the same level. But his fight with Pickle, he broke sound barrier with his punches. And because of that, because he has to go through that sound barrier, his whole arm got obliterated. He's that fast. And after that, he didn't do a lot of things, but just the background commenting guy. Oh my. But that fight, and then at the end of the fight, the whole karate world of Japan got assembled into arena and just bowed to him. They were setting the whole stadium looked empty because every single person in that stadium was bowing down to Katsumi Orochi. Max aura. I would say it's higher than Hanayama. It's very high, but not S tier. Okay, now we're getting into the Hanma family, the main branch, I would say. Yujiro Hanma. Do I need to say anything? He is the strongest creature in the world. He was so strong that he fought in World War II. He single-handedly destroyed the whole bases and stuff. And then he destroyed United States military by using only his fighting skills. He casually hunts down massive elephants. Just for fun, he swims in a broken surfing pool where the water flows 20 miles per hour. He just swims in there for pleasure. And then United States President had to make a bow to Yujiro Hanma while putting their hands on a Bible. He's that powerful. He'll achieve that only through his fighting power, not political, not financial. And only way he can have fun from fighting is to fight his own blood. So he went around and spread his seed, let's say, to like every animal. So there's like Hanma polar bear, Hanma gorilla, Hanma elephant, and Hanma kids. So, and then he has the demon back. Just max aura, no conversation. Okay, next we have the seed that he spread. Baki Hanma, the main character of all the shows. He fought against Yujiro Hanma like a few times. He got respect from him. He did not win, but he got like he was announced the winner. He did not win like traditional way against Yujiro Hanma, the strongest creature alive. So that alone is a massive achievement. He 1v1'd the Unchained Oliva Biscuit, won it so easily. Then he fought with Pickle, just one diff the guy, easy. Sukuna, so every major S tier, he fought with them and won every single one of them except Hanma Yujiro. He has that much aura. And then, he also invented new style, called like a dinosaur style. You know how there's like monkey style, mantis style and stuff? He invented dinosaur style, Triceratops. He has a demon brain. You know how like Yujiro Hanma has a demon back? Baki has a demon brain. So he can imagine anything and get injuries from imaginary shadowboxing. If Baki has infinite prep time, he can no diff anyone in the verse. Because he will kept fighting the imaginary guy. Except Yujiro Hanma. Even with his demon brain, he can't imagine the guy. But he'll be in the high aura tier right below the Yujiro. Yuichiro Hanma. He used to live in an island. By his own, just surviving there. And during the World War, US invaded that island with bunch of battleships, like airplanes, like military like invasion. Just one island with only one citizen. The Yuichiro Hanma just defeated them all. And he had a technique called dress, human dress. So the way it worked was he grabs the guy by one of the limbs and just like flicks around his body so it forms like a full dress. It was flinging so fast they formed a full dress around him. So except that, and Yujiro Hanma is scared of. Except that he does not have any feats or did not appear in the manga or the anime anymore. But because of that, and also he's a Hanma, he'll be in the high. Muhammad Ali Jr. Ali Jr. is he's so dog water, bro. What is doing, bro? Okay, so he was like, oh, I can no diff Baki so easily. Let's go 1-1-1. And then he just like got dropped so hard. So he like, and then he went after Baki's girlfriend at the time. And also got no diff. He's such sissy, bro. What sissy little dog shit. And like, he's only reason here because I can put it in the dog shit and lowest of the low so you guys know what bottom of the barrel looks like. Dorian. So, he's one of my two favorite characters from the Prison Break arc except the main cast. Okay, so, you know Ritsu Kaio, that like the Chinese martial artist? So, in his school, they never accepted a foreign person to teach the martial arts. But once a Dorian came in, he would spend like 3 months in the monastery studying all the techniques, reached the status of the Kaio, like it means like the heavenly master or something like that. And then he dig through the mountain in like 2 days and just escaped. He has aura because his injury resistant. So during one of the fights, he got like whole arm, like a big ball of it just cut out. And after like the night of he was in the hospital, he just escaped, started punching people with the arm. Either it's wrong writing logic, or the dude that has like insane aura. But he's not gonna be high. I would say he's like a mid. Gaia. So he was one of those like assassins that was trained in the military. He used to kill people. Yeah. Oh my god. And then he went against Yujiro Hanma, became his pet. He just like got defeated so hard that he just became Yujiro Hanma's pet that just like bows for him every time he sees him, bro. Like, oh my. He was like, oh, I'll show you the power of adrenaline, human power, human potential with adrenaline inside of it. Adrenaline, fuck your adrenaline, bro. He's just, oh my, he's just dog water, bro. Spec. He has more Oreo than Dorian, because the guys, his introduction scene was he grabs one of the pistols that was trying to intimidate him, shots through his cheeks, and like that, and he still continued to smile and fight everyone. And then he was fighting with the main guys and got injured and went to the hospital. He was the skinniest guy, and the way he recovered was he imagined himself swimming for 24/7, and that's how he got all his muscles back. He was like, he had a presence. He had like the intimidating presence, like crazy psychopath, but with power. But I would say he's like high mid-tier. Pickle is the guy who was frozen in the ice, and then scientists discovered him and like brought it to this era. He used to live in a world where dinosaurs ruled the world, and he used to hunt them, go against them one-on-one with bare hands. He fought with T-Rex, the Triceratops, the big long neck guy, I forgot the name. Just one-on-one. And then he made Yujiro Hanma use a technique. So they're just testing strengths by like pushing each other's knuckles. And then Yujiro Hanma got scared, and then he had to use the technique to like not to look embarrassed. That's how much aura he had. And every single person in the verse wanted to fight him. They were like going after him like little girls. That's how much riz and aura he had, well. But later, right now, he's getting... I'm so sad that Pickle just got turned into a power scaling tool. But aura-wise, oh my god. He just went against the T-Rex with bare hands, bro. What do you want to say? He's high, bro. He's Sukuna, the sumo guy. Apparently, he's the reincarnation of the strongest sumo practitioner from Japan in the history. But he got no diff against the main guys. Come on. Oh yeah. So apparently, Yujiro Hanma squished a big piece of coal and turned it into a dust. Sukuna turned the coal into a diamond. That's how much graph string has. So that thing gave an aura, but like the rest of the story, narratively, his whole sumo group going against the main characters, they almost all got lost. So like low aura, but strength wise, he's up there. Miyamoto Musashi, he just no diff the whole verse. He was just killing everybody, slashing everybody, and the author had to reverse him back to save his universe. He was about to kill everyone. He can cut people just by looking at them. Like, people feel like they've been cut, they've been killed, just by his intention to cut them. Even though he did nothing, the people felt as if they'd been cut, just dead. And like, dead in an instant. He was showing his power like this. So like, he was showing everyone that he could kill you any moment he wanted. And they had to take it down narratively. He never lost like a big fight. They had to take him down narratively so he don't destroy the verse. That's how much aura he has, bro. Literally. I would say he's aura-wise, he's in the Yujiro Hanma side. Guevara. He was the Unchained number 2. So he had the same status as Oliver Biscuit. So they could not imprison the guy. he was just bullying every single prison guard as he wished. And then his fight against the three guys, the month, tongue, and teeth, those three guys, oh my god, he just destroyed them. And the reason he got into a prison is that he was training super hard, and I started training like his own private elite group. And like there was 30 men of them, and they started kidnapping president's family and just blackmailing them to give them support of the US government. So they're just like trying to get their island independently. That's the reason he got prison. One of his private trained guys went into president, kidnapped whole president family, and blackmailed US government into approving that this little island is a government. Oh my. Do you see the aura here? It's just emitting. It's aura in the air. You can smell it. Okay, but he got pretty rough beaten up by Biscuit Oliva. That's why he's not in the as high it could have been. I want to say he's in the Yuichiro tier aura-wise. Kakukayo, the Kai of Kaio, so he's the master of the masters in Chinese martial arts. So he just like shows up, does like little teachings here and there. The only time he fought was during the tournament, the great tournament arc against Yuji Hanma. And he just got no diff, basically. Only reason he survived was he fake stopped his heart after getting punched by Yuji Hanma, so he was like pretended to be dead, and then just like started his heart again. I don't know how, bro. What? How's that work? You stop your heart from beating for like 10 minutes and then just start it back by yourself. That defines biology, bro. What the fuck? But except that he just like shows up, teaches people, don't really fight. So I'm gonna put him in low. That's it, folks. Here's the final tier list of Baki character auras. Let me know what you think in the comments. До свидания.